Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sheree, and you're now tuning in to Slaying It with Ray. If you are a member of the Slay Gang, then welcome back to my channel. And if you have not yet become a member of the Slay Gang, then what you waiting on, sis? Mash that subscribe button and join the gang, okay? So, as y'all can tell from the title of this video, we have a new segment coming to my channel called Thoughts of a Hairstylist, because y'all, I be having a whole bunch of thoughts in my head, okay? Like, in my mind, I think I could be a good podcaster, you know, having my own little talk segment on my channel. So that's what we're gonna do. Not really a podcast, but I mean, we're just gonna talk, because I'm a hairstylist that be having certain thoughts that I be wanting to talk about on my channel, okay? So just to give y'all a quick introduction about me, my name is Sheree. I'm 26 years old and I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Right now I specialize in braids, but I'm trying to step back out and, you know, expand my bag. I do braids, you know, I can do some natural hair care like some silk presses. I'm trying to get into my makeup bag as well, you know, not really promoting myself like that like I should be, but you know, I'm gonna get back into it, you know. I'm gonna get back into it, because guess what? 2024, we're doing some reinventing, okay? And that's gonna be another talk, okay? For another time. But for today's topic, we're gonna get into deposits, because baby, the girls be ready to tussle. The girls be ready to tussle when it comes to the deposit topic, and sometimes I don't blame y'all. And I also want y'all to feel free to chime in the comments. I want to know if you've been scammed before. I want to know if you are a stylist trying to decide if you want to, you know, take deposits but you don't know how to start. I want to know if you want to know why stylists charge deposits. We're gonna chime in, just chime in, because the girls be ready to tussle, and some girls be tussling, but they don't tussle me, and they don't be ready to tussle me, because I choose peace. Ain't nobody gonna disturb my peace, but you gonna pay the deposit if you want to sit in this chair, okay? So first things first, number one, what is a deposit, you ask? Let's get into Google's definition of a deposit. And if y'all hear my kids, if y'all hear kids in the background, I'm a mother, okay? So my kids ain't sleep yet. They need to go to bed. I sent them to bed, but they're on break. They year round and they on break. So you might hear my chitterlings in the background, okay? A deposit is a sum payable as a first installment on the purchase of something, or as a pledge for a contract, the balance being paid later, okay? That's what a deposit is according to Google. And do I believe that's a deposit? Yes, I do. I don't believe in retainer fees, as I've seen some stylists say. Like, they'll say you're gonna book a retainer fee which doesn't go towards your service. Like, girl, you know that's bull. That's a load of bullshit. A deposit goes towards the service. Now, if you're booking with somebody and they talking about the deposit does not go towards the service, run. Because the deposit definitely is supposed to go towards the service, but that's going to be another part of the video, okay? So that was number one. We went through the definition of deposit, okay? Do I require deposits? Yes, I do require deposits, okay? We're going to get into why I decided to require deposits. Before, y'all, I could be booking with somebody, you know, used to book via text, and I will go get the hair for the service. The person don't show up. So guess what? Now I'm short on money because I done bought the hair for this service just for the person to stand me up. They're not taking me serious. So what did I do? I started taking deposits, okay? That's why I started taking them, okay? Do deposits go towards services? Hell to the yes. If you're booking with me, your deposit goes towards your service. I only charge a $25 deposit fee. For me, When you put that deposit, that's just you telling me, okay, I'm serious about my service. I'm serious about being in your chair. That shows me that this appointment is secure and they're serious about getting their spot in that chair, okay? And it does go towards the service. I only did $25 because, I don't know, y'all. I feel like when people be charging half the service, it's like, you're not really making all your money like that. So I just charge a little $25 and then you pay the rest at the appointment. But it does go towards the service. And I don't know why I keep smacking. I'm not ghetto, y'all, I promise. I use the deposit to purchase hair, like products and stuff like that. So that's what the deposit does go towards, because I am a hair provided stylist. So that's helping cover your hair, because I like to purchase the hair. All I want you to do is just bring yourself to your appointment without having to worry about going to the beauty supply store looking for the hair. Then you might think I'm telling you to get this type of hair. You come in my chair and it's the wrong type of hair. I just don't want to go through all that. So just pay your deposit, bring yourself. That deposit is towards your service and it does go towards the hair, okay? Is a deposit refundable? It's not refundable unless, now speaking for me, I can't speak for all other stylists, but speaking for me, the deposit is not, let me finish. Don't be ready to tussle, I ain't even finished yet. The deposit is non-refundable unless there's an error on my end. Now, if I am like sick or if I'm having some type of urgent emergency and I gotta cancel your appointment, then I'm gonna refund your deposit immediately. When I'm sending that text, that deposit is already refunded. Say if something comes up last minute and I need to try to reschedule you, but it doesn't work for you, I'm refunding your deposit, because now I can't reschedule you. Like that's another way that we have to cancel. Like, but before I try to cancel, I don't like to cancel unless I'm like sick or like one of my kids are sick, or like that's really something super urgent to where it's like, dang, I'm not gonna be able to get to you, but you're gonna get the deposit back, because I don't play with people's money. I don't like nobody playing with my money, so I'm not running off with nobody's money if it's something on my end. Now, if a client just decides to cancel an appointment, you just lost your spot. Say what you want to say, but you just lost your spot. I'm not refunding just because you canceled your appointment. But if I have to cancel your appointment, I'm gonna refund you your deposit. Now, I've seen the horror stories on Instagram. I've seen horror stories on YouTube, Facebook. I've seen all of that. But I don't really have none in regards to me, because I be giving people their deposits. Now, in this, I do want to give a little story time, a backstory on a time a client gave me a hard time when it came to this deposit stuff, right? So, y'all, I had moved. My husband was in the Army, so I used to be moving around. Like, sometimes I would come back home to do hair, and people would book me up. Like, if I put the dates out for me being back home, they would book them just like this, right? So it was this one instance. The year had to be 2019, right? 2019, yeah. The year was 2019. We had just moved to Virginia, right? Virginia was only 3 hours from North Carolina, right? So when I first moved to Virginia, I would be making posts like, yeah, I'm coming to Durham. I'm going to be doing, I would take clients on, what would it be, like Friday and Saturday. And then I would put the times. The earliest time would be 9:30. Now remember this part of the story. The earliest time being 9:30, so it can give me time. No, the earliest time would be 10, being I could go to the beauty supply store at 9:30 if I needed to, so I could go, you know, to the beauty supply store. That'll give me time to do that, because the beauty supply store doesn't open until 9:30, okay? And I'm giving y'all this background because this is very important to the story about this deposit horror story that I had with a client, okay? So the earliest time that you could book me was 10, right? So this specific client, I had never serviced her before this, okay? So this is my first time working with this person. She booked for that Saturday at 10. And then she texted me a couple days later and was like, hey, I know your earliest time was 10, but is there any way that you could squeeze me in before 10. I think I need to come at like 7. So originally I'm like, whoa, I don't be working that early. Like, that's very early for me. I'm not a morning person, for one. That was super early. And 2, that's kind of chancing it for me, because it's like, what if I need to go to the beauty supply store? And I don't have time to do that, because for one, I'm coming down here last minute to do hair, and I'm only here for these 2 days, right? So she had booked, and I was okay, I guess that'll work or whatever. So that Friday comes around, I had like 2 clients, and what was it that I needed? I ran out of product. I believe that's what it was. I ran out of product, and I had texted her and I said, hey, I know you said you needed to come at 7, but is there any way we could push that time back to the original time? Because, you know, I ran out of product. Mind y'all, I'm just here visiting, so it was, I was just trying to squeeze people in. And now I know, now looking back, the Sheree, the hairstylist now, knows not to do no shit like that before. But this was before, you know, this was when we were still just getting it together, okay? This is when we were still figuring it out. This is when we were still working our way up there, okay? So we just working our way up there. So she goes, well, being that I absolutely I need my hair done, I guess I don't have a choice. That was the first red flag right there. No, the first red flag was when she asked to come at 7 o'clock, and I agreed to it. I should have never agreed to it. That was me. See, that was me. I should have never agreed to it, because you want to come at 7 o'clock in the morning. If you're not a morning person, do not agree to take these 7 o'clock appointments. And if you don't have a extra supply of products, don't agree to take these appointments, because you could easily have to go to the beauty supply store in the morning, and that's gonna push that appointment back real bad. So I guess my girl was mad, okay? She's like, being that I absolutely need my hair done, I guess I have no choice but to come at that time. So I'm like, okay. So the time rolls for me to go to the beauty supply store that morning. I'm up early to go to the beauty supply store, y'all. I go, I get the stuff that I needed, and I get back and I'm setting up. And I'm like, hey, just text me and let me know when you're on the way. No response. I done took the hair out the packs. I'm setting everything up. I'm like, okay, she said she was coming because she absolutely, you know, she had no choice but to get her hair done, so she should be on the way. 9:30 is rolling by, 9:45. It's now 9:50, so I'm texting her like, hey, are you on your way yet? You know, I just did my setup. I'm ready for you, but, you know, you didn't respond to my last message. She said, I have an event to go to today. You will not make me late, and you're just so very unprofessional. And oh yeah, and I went ahead and disputed that deposit with my bank. Just the way she was talking to me, she was trying to little girl me, and I don't like that. Like, I'm very professional, but it's just like, why y'all be doing stylists like that? Like, why y'all be so ready to tussle with stylists? Like, all you had to do was say, when I asked you last night, you know, that wasn't gonna work for you. And I had asked her, I said, because she was getting a small butt length, and I said, well, I could do something that'll be, you know, like a shorter service or something, but I don't have any product to do your hair. Like, I ran out of product with the clients that I had yesterday. I just need to get some more product. Shorty was not going for it. She was not going for it, and she gave me a really hard time. She's like, I disputed the deposit. Now, y'all, if she would have just said that, I would have went, okay, I'll refund your deposit to your account. But now you're considered a no-call, no-show. And at the time, the deposits was only $15. So I really wasn't tripping about it, but it was just like, okay, you're tripping about $15. Like, if you would have just said that in the first place, I would have automatically refunded your deposit. The lady told me to no longer text, like, don't text her back. Like, she just little girl at me. Like I said, I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like arguing with people. Like, I don't do all that. So, a couple days later, my bank had sent me a dispute thing asking for my side, and I sent my stuff in, but her bank still just ended up going and giving her the refund, which, like I said, it was no big deal to me because it was only $15. But I don't know, I feel like communication is a big principle, and also, like, as stylists, you just gotta You gotta realize you can't please everybody. So you can't overextend yourself when it comes to this service stuff either. But with this deposit stuff, I just feel like the girls be ready to tussle too much, and it don't be that serious. A simple communication could have avoided all that. You get what I'm saying? But that instance right there told me not to overextend myself to people, because the deposit stuff, the girls be ready to tussle about it. And it also told me don't take no early appointments like that. I'm gonna keep my schedule the way it is. That way, if I need to go to the beauty supply store, I can do that. But that was a little deposit horror story. And like I said, I don't really be tripping when it comes to this deposit stuff. Like, all she had to say was that time wouldn't have worked for her, and I would have just sent her the refund back, because I don't run off with nobody winning. So that's just that. But this was my first thoughts of a hairstylist. You know, I feel like I gotta get more organized with it. Next time you see me doing a thoughts of a hairstylist video, I'm gonna have flashcards, because we're gonna have like a little talk show type of vibe to it. But this is just the first segment of many of the thoughts of a hairstylist. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you made it this far, like I said, chime in the comments, and also give me more thoughts of a hairstylist topics, because we're gonna be talking, because the girls want to talk. I want to talk to y'all. So give me some topics too if you like this video, if you like this segment idea. Comment some topics we could talk about. I have some written down, so I think you guys are gonna like it. But we're gonna do thoughts of a hairstylist, because I just be wanting to know why y'all be wanting to tussle with hairstylists so much. Because I'm not tussling with nobody, because I don't fight. But I be wanting to talk about some shit, because y'all be wild sometimes. Not y'all, like my subscribers, but like what I be seeing in these hair groups, the girls they be wildin'. Stylists be wildin' sometimes. Clients be wildin' sometimes. We're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna discuss it. So if you have any ideas on like topics, put them in the comments, because we're gonna talk about it, okay? And happy Slaymas, y'all. This is Thoughts of a Hairstylist episode 1. And if you made it this far, make sure you mash the subscribe button for me, and I will see y'all in the next video.